Post Trauma is a game inspired by the PS2 era classic, being a horror puzzle with its fixed camera angles. The game came out on April 22nd, 2025, having an achievement count of 15. For those who like these kind of games, maybe it would be best if you played it for yourself, so here's a spoiler warning as needed. For those who stayed, let's start the escape. Right off the bat, and a quick warning for some violence, we instantly pull a Glock out and send someone to the shadow room. Right off the bat, like this is the start of the game, there is no warning. With that traumatizing scene out of the way, we at least get our first achievement with that being again. We next start waking up within the train, learning our name as Roman. We learn that we're just a lonely man on the train. Upon investigation, we find a chained locked door. With more exploration, we find some potential code pieces. While crawling through a bloody entrance, we enter a creepy, unsettling cart with mannequins strewn about. I even decide to risk my heart for fun, deciding to steal from this mofo, grabbing a padlock mechanism. While on the run back to the chain door, the lights go out. And thank God the main character just has a flashlight on him that isn't broken. We make it back to the door, and after enough brain power, we open the lock and are called clever. Thank you. Through the door, we click the big flashing red button, which stops the train entirely. So I jump out, running down the endless tunnel till we find ourselves a train station. With us running around, I pick up the first cassette tape, a medkit, and a door that isn't there, then suddenly it is, while also picking up a crowbar and using it to commit a crime. In the new area, we find a person, or so I thought. This is where we get into the first fight, which isn't really a challenge, so with a quick beatdown, it dies and we become the survivor. After that, I find a keycard scanner and an arm sticking out of a vending machine. Pick up some fuses, commit another beating, then fix the fuse box, and fixing the generator while getting us access to the security room. In the security room, we hear a voice from within it, a voice that doesn't seem to give a damn about us even to the point of hostility. We ask for help as she doesn't care at all.
Don't care.
Eventually though, she gives us a password. We also do get her name as Jill. No, not that one. But we leave the room, and when we do, we get isekai'd by a train. We wake up at another perspective, the new name being Carlos, the same person who sent someone to the Shadow Realm. When we're fully conscious, we realize we're in a police station, with it most likely being our job as well. Yet the floor is completely flooded. Through the water, we find an exit door with a red iron door that won't open. I then walk up to the second floor, finding a flashlight on the ground. Thank God. I waste a good amount of time up here to the point where I lose my mind and go back downstairs. Yet we're not alone with the fishy boy. After an ungodly amount of time, I finally solve this stupid puzzle, entering into the prisoner's domain and picking up a key to the chief's office. Grabbing a key card from within the office and using it to pick up the round crank and enter the red door, allowing me to escape. Not really.
Oh, no.
We wake up again as Roman, within a hospital this time. When I look around, I find nothing but computers and a prepaid card that I snatch. When I use the card for the vending machine for a fresh drink for the pain, it just spits out a coin. I next enter another room, finding this freaky thing. Enough for me to chicken out, till I eventually swallow my fear and charge head in, and nothing happens. Besides me stealing a key from her, the key gives me another room to explore, another puzzle for me to crack, and clocks. Too many clocks. So, you like clocks? Eventually the puzzle gets solved and I now officially hate clocks. But we do get a sledgehammer in return. Yet with every positive there must be a negative. A new monstrous freak shows up. But again, it's not an issue and it falls. I also give this freaky hand some toilet paper and receive another coin. I then find a phone ringing. When I pick it up, we hear Jill again this time, being extremely angry with us.
Look at you.
What did I even do? I then find myself some blood bags while obtaining my much needed Second Amendment. We also learn that we can make some acid with blood in a test subject. What test subject? This thing. Look at this thing. Look at this. I find another coin, the second cassette tape, and finally the fourth and final coin from this mannequin when I give some blood. The 4 coins do have a purpose, using them to open this box up, using this information to crack it. After the solving, I'm rewarded pliers, instantly running to this thing and grabbing out an obsidian scalpel, letting me use it on this freak and create some acid to finally break out. After I gun down a monster, and when I enter the once locked room, we see some humanoid on a hospital bed. But before we get any closer, we finally get to see the face of Jill. In this encounter, we learn that Roman is connected to the girl on the hospital bed. Blood on our hands. She evicts us and we see another human in the distance. We follow him and catch up, so we chat, yet the conversation seems cold. But despite that, we do learn that this world we're in is called Gloom. Also learning that these fleshy things are essentially portals. As we walk through, we enter the outside. Please, please, not the grass, please! As we carefully traverse the grass, we find a school and another human who doesn't talk except through the phone. But we don't talk for long because she kinda just gets kidnapped. So we dash in to find her. While running around, I enter many classrooms, solving many puzzles, the puzzles being multicolored doors plus Morse code, solving this planet puzzle, and grabbing many items, while finding another wretched clock, but it contains a shotgun within it. I also kill another new enemy several times. I also eventually unlock the clock and obtain the shotgun. Yippee! I next open up the church door. As we walk in, we spot the girl once more, tossing her phone back as well. She also gives us a warning, telling us that we'll die if we keep going. Which is true since we get surprise attacked with this statue thing.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
But that doesn't matter since I have the shotgun. Yet we don't get the kill credit since God just takes it from me. Jerk. But we go unconscious. As we wake up again, we wake up as the girl with her name being Freya, with our goal to wake him up. With her, we're able to access new areas, solving more puzzles, those being the gem points puzzle and the stupid metronome puzzle. I hate this puzzle, but it does give us the key to the nurse's office, allowing me to wake up Roman. This is where we team up and decide to figure out how to leave the gloom. When I play as Roman again, I obtain a broken spear and get the achievement Defender for obtaining every weapon possible. I then travel through the next portal, entering some maze-like place. In the area, we find a graffiti giving us an idea of the area. As I explore around, I do find the last cassette tape getting remembered. I do eventually meet up with the girl again and leave the maze shortly after as well. We wake up again as Carlos, clearly having a broken mind or he's just lonely, which I can relate to on both levels. We do begin to pick up these metal pieces and a key, solving a symbol code as well, and picking up myself a gun easier than me going to Walmart. After picking up the metals, we solve the metal problem and grab some ammo, committing to the same action we did at the very start of the game. Again, as Roman, back onto the train station we were on at the start of the game, having to deal with the threat right off the bat. Not long after, we meet Jill again, reminding us of a sin. What I can only guess is us killing someone dear to both of us. The monstrosities don't end here though, since I encounter another freak. I'm so freaked out from it, I smoke it full of bullets. We are rewarded with a keycard and enter back to the security room while making us manage the train line. So I do and hop back on the train, running the train down until we run into an unmovable gate. Crawling through the hole gets us back to the hospital. I commit some casual murder, I solve the hospital puzzle and enter the main room. Yet we're not alone. We meet Jill another time, but she's had enough of our shit. So we begin to fight, which isn't too tough, but it's the first time that the game has actually killed me. While also I believe killing the game as well. So thanks. But after that, I do win on the second fight. As she's down to the ground, we try to mend her past, but she won't listen, instead yelling at us to leave, so we dreadfully do. We then run into another door and Carlos once again, spewing some nonsense that I don't give a damn about. The only interest being the king, someone who's been in the eternal gloom for the longest. So off we go. We meet the girl again and explore this weird castle-like area. Nothing is really noteworthy besides this stupid unsolvable puzzle. I stared at this puzzle for God knows how long. Even with all the pieces, I still couldn't put it together. Enough time passes where I call the Google gods for the second time for aid. What, you surprised? Yeah, I called them earlier. Can you figure out where? Fun fact, even the devs had stated that this was the hardest puzzle in the entire game. But we crawl through the slog and get an ancient mask. I use it on this door and we meet Corpse. Sorry, I mean the king.
I'm sorry, but I have to speak with you.
You need not apologize. Not me, new one.
Who are you? Are you the king?
I was younger brother to he who holds up the world himself. One of 10 regents in a forgotten kingdom of the drowned. A lord of folly. But that was 10,000 years ago. Here I am, and nothing more.
何ってな?
You want to move on from this place.
I do.
And you have seen the passage, the final exit.
Yes. Yes, I have.
2 are required to cross the door. And you go unburdened. Or you do not go at all. Do you understand?
I don't think I don't know.
We each have a chain that binds us here, and you cannot lift it alone. If you can see yourself forgiven in someone else's eyes, then you may pass beyond this place.
Will you come with us?
No, my chain is too great. This place, it exists because of my hubris. There can be no forgiveness for what I've done, but I can hold back the tide and aid passage where I may. And that, for me, is enough.
We leave and escape back onto the train. Jill greets us.
Hey, what up, bitch?
And you know what? I'm done with your shit. Full speed ahead. But we're now in the last and final area, the final gate to freedom. But of course, boss time. The last blocking force to the end. This time I won't be able to beat it senseless. Instead, I need to solve one last puzzle. I run to this pile of ruin, making the creature smash into it, while aligning the circles under the control of Freya. I next bait the smaller creature without it being smashed, getting onto this button. With that, the boss has a freak out and we escape while the door is open, supposedly escaping from the gloom. However, we got 2 more achievements to go. This time I gotta go for the second ending, needing me to go through the castle again. And this time when we're on the train and Jill shows up again, this time I won't crush her and let her just chill out. So, you like clocks? We do the boss for a second time, and when it's freaking out, Jill decides to be an absolute lad and kill the boss, while also leaving us alone. We leave for the second time, forgiving each other for the actions we've done. This game is a bit of a mess in some ways. The game loading while you're playing being the biggest mess. You also can't skip cutscenes, which doesn't bother me as much, but to be honest, it was a pretty fun experience, even though the game only took 6 hours to complete. I'll give this game a 5 out of 10 traumas in the fun factor, and 4 out of 10 big brain puzzles and difficulty. Some of the puzzles were fun, while the others made me question my intelligence. The monsters in combat were fine. The story was also interesting to some extent. I'm not sure if I'd recommend this game to many people, but if you're interested while watching, maybe you'll enjoy the game for yourself. And with that, stay chill and watch some anime.